Right after we launched BDS, people started saying, North Korea, why don't you go to North Korea? Why? Because nobody knows anything about North Korea. You're not allowed to bring anything into North Korea. You can't bring a cell phone, computer, any printed material, any music. They don't want you to have anything that you can even leave there. Nothing. Let me tell you, if they find out that you did, you're in deep. So from the first minute I got there, I was scared.
First I did Pyongyang. Pretty dismal. We're in a hotel that's about 47 stories tall. Nobody's in it. There's only one floor with many people on it.
Right after we get there, we were taken for our first meal, and it's kind of a sign of the very weird things to come.
Where is everyone? It's not very busy here.
And you're just sitting there by yourself going, okay, I've come to crazy land. The first thing you realize in North Korea is you're not a tourist. You're on a tour. You're shown what you're shown. You're escorted the whole time. You're never allowed on your own. You have a guard, a guide, and secret police. So every day around 6:30 in the morning, our guides and our guards would come to pick us up.
They described the ship as a civil marine research ship, and they introduced into our territorial waters in 1968, but captured by our Navy.
They force you to sit there and watch this sort of indoctrination video about how the American imperialists are terrible and really incredibly anti-American. Your political indoctrination continues when the North Koreans take you to their side of the DMZ. You go from Pyongyang, it's about a 2.5-hour drive, and the first thing you notice there's no cars. The villages have no electricity. There's no nothing. Nothing's happening anywhere. All they want to do is tell you about how bad the Americans are. This is where we defeated the American, imperialist aggressors, and that's what everything's designed to do.
We got in trouble for shooting. They said we might get charged for a criminal offense, so I'm trying to do this as quietly as possible.
You should look at the picture. You don't want him standing in front of the great reader. I don't want you to float.
We're going to an art performance now of the kids, and then we give the flower after the performance.
These kids are just press gang to provide shows for like the 2 tourists are there at any given time. And this times a billion is what we were about to see with Ariane Games, the famous mass gymnastics. It's the history of the Korean Revolution as portrayed by 120,000 people doing a simultaneous pantomime. You're sitting on a dais reserved for Kim Jong-il, and you see the most insane thing you've ever seen in your life. last night, so we went out for a last night karaoke fest, as you do. This is a time machine. This is 1930s Russia or 1950s Soviet Union, and they've threatened America with nukes and Japan with nukes. I'm like, how can they have nukes? It's like turn of the century industrial Britain. How do they have nukes?
Eddie just got caught. Eddie just got told to stop shooting by some guy with an AK. We're both our pants, so we're smiling to show that everything's